Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one of our course vlogs. And this time we're out here at the gorgeous Quarry Golf Club out here in Riverside, California. Built through the old Jensen Quarry. This is a unique golf course. I've never seen anything like this anywhere I've played golf. If you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to like the video. We'll see you out there on the first hole. Alrighty, it's time for one of my favorite golf courses that I have ever played, and I'm back here to show it to all of you. The first hole here, Opal Outcrop, used to be the 17th hole for the majority of this course's existence. They've rearranged the routing, and now you start here with this drive that has to feather all these bunkers down the fairway. The bunkers on the right are kind of elevated up on the hill, and this green is definitely blind into it from the approach. You just got to pick the flag out and hope that you miss to the right. If you do miss, you miss left or short, you're going to have a devilish approach from those bunkers in front of the green. Now my drive was pushed a little bit right, straight towards the bunkers on the right side of the hill, but luckily it stayed up here on the rough and just had a 100-yard shot here to the hole. It's a middle hole location. And I'm really trying to control this shot because the lie with the ball above my feet is really going to want to send it left. So I made sure I aimed off a little bit to the right, just kind of airing to the middle of the green here, not trying to really hit it too close, trying to really hit a safe shot in here. And well, that was a really safe putt as well, and a comfy tap-in par to start the round. And we're here to number 2, the old 18th hole, Zircon Tumble. I'm actually a big fan of the new routing here at Oak Quarry. I think it starts you off much better, and this was kind of a lame finish, to be honest with you. But sitting here as the second hole of the day, it's going to call for a completely different shot than the first hole. So a lot more precision off the tee and precision into the green. Plenty of trouble down there with the bunkers and the lake to catch anything off guard. But playing only 380 and back down the hill, it is a relatively short par 4. Now because of that, I want to take my 2-iron to lay it short of that left-hand bunker. But this one got pushed off to the right and splashed right into the sand. Luckily, it took a very soft bounce and stayed in the sand. I was able to hit this gap wedge out to the middle of the green because I was facing a front hole location and I did not want to miss it short and have to chip on up. Another look here at birdie from about 25 feet, and these greens have plenty of slope to them and are generally in very good shape. So you're going to be looking at somewhat quick greens, and man, oh man, you better be looking at those slopes. They're going to break every which way. Now back up here to the top of the hill and the old first hole. Hole number 3 here is a drivable par 4 Microlite ledge. You're going to have to decide what you want to do off the tee. Where that golf cart is where most tee shots are going to accumulate. They're on the hill, leaving yourself a blind approach to this hanging green here over the bunkers and over the canyon cliff. If you want to hit driver off the tee, you can, as there's plenty of room to the left of the green. And that's where I decided to lay my shot. Hopefully trying to land it on the left of the green and get a nice kick off to the right, but it stayed up here in the rough. And now I had to deal with that weird, awkward rock sitting there. It was really protecting the back of the green. I really couldn't even go for this flag, and I had to just play it out here to 20 feet and take my medicine, hoping that I can roll in a long putt. But this is a very tricky green and a kind of a little elevated section here on the back of it, protecting this whole location. Damn. Well, 3 pars in a row, and we are rolling into the first par 5 of the day. Biotite Bluff. This is going to call for all you got off the tee. Over 570 yards playing down the hill. We're looking at 290 yards to that first set of bunkers from the black tees. That's going to be right in my wheelhouse, and I'm going to have to thread the needle in order to hit a driver off this hole. But if I do connect and I'm able to lay it down here in the wide part of the fairway, I'll have a look at the green. It's going to be sitting down at the bottom of the hill all the way over on the left-hand side. So if you're going to be laying up, this bunker on the right-hand side is a great target. Just aim at that and lay it down this big, fat fairway. Leave yourself a comfy number in there. But if you're going to be going for it, you're going to be dealing with all the trouble, short and left. That is nowhere you want to be. And well, after 3 holes, I was warmed up and sent this one straight down Main Street. Now I was facing 236 to the flag and about 220 down the hill to the front of the green. A perfect 5-iron.
Come on, ball, go! Golf shot!
That was a golf shot indeed. Right to the front of the green as I intended, and lagging this eagle putt all the way down there for a comfy tap-in birdie, sending us down to 1 under par as we're facing the first par 3 of the day, here number 5. It's also probably the shortest par 3 that we're going to see on the entire golf course. 164 yards from the tips, and it's a little bit up the hill. I'd say it probably plays about 3 to 4 yards up the hill. Today I'm going to be facing a front hole location, and this green has plenty of undulation. You got to be precise. Now generally this should be a perfect 9-iron for me, about 155 to 160 yards, and well, that 9-iron certainly did go 160 yards, so here it comes on down to 30-footer for birdie, and this thing just kept on rolling. Very slippery hole location there, putting back down towards the front of the green, and this 5-footer really caught my eye. There we go, a beautiful 5-foot par putt to validate the birdie from the last hole, and we're up here into some of the most beautiful golf holes you are going to see, starting here with the par 4 6th hole Magnesite Terrace, as this terrace is sitting on top of the entire property here, and you have a split level fairway that you're going to have to choose from. Now coming into the green, you'll probably have about 150 yards or less coming into this rather big green that is completely surrounded on all sides by a bunker, and also a gigantic piece of rock that this green just sits right in the middle. So just a comfy 200-yard 6-iron here off the tee, trying to hit it down to the left-hand fairway to have a better angle into the green, but I left this one up on the upper right-hand fairway and had a little bit more distance into the green than I'd like, and did not really hit a great shot here. Left this on the chipping area to the right of the green and had to get up and down here to save my par, and well, there's the up. Now we got to sink a 8-footer here to get the down. It's not to be. It's all right. It's just a bogey. And we're down to even par and on to the par 3 7th hole. We're going to be rounding the edge of the Quarry Ridge here and playing Marble Ridge, a gigantic par 3 and easily the most difficult hole on the entire front 9. This is going to be the most demanding shot you're going to see. 216 yards down the hill from the black tees, is going to be playing about 208 adjusted. Now after I teed off, the heat came up, and by the time we reached this tee box, it was about 90 to 95 degrees. So the ball was definitely flying, and that 200-yard 6-iron easily flew the 210 yards necessary to get down to this green. Unfortunately, my perfect iron shot left myself in a terrible spot on the green, and there's no way I could get that putt close. Now I gotta sink this 6-footer up the hill to avoid back-to-back bogeys, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And we're on to one of the coolest holes on the entire property. Here, Quarry's Edge. Going to be taking the name of the golf course for a reason. This par 4 8th hole plays right next to the deepest part of the entire quarry. That's about an 80 to 100 foot rock cliff face on the left-hand side. You hit a ball down there and see you later. That bunker on the right is really going to pinch this fairway, and playing from the black tees, you almost can't see any fairway down there at all. You're going to be playing visually right to the bunkers. This fairway definitely slopes severely down the hill, a solid 10 to 15 yard adjustment off the tee and into the green. So playing to this front hole location is quite tricky, as everything is going to be bouncing down into this green. Now, it's just a 2-iron for me off the tee. This is a really tight tee shot, and I'm just trying to play something down there next to the bunkers. But unfortunately, I left it right on top of the bunkers, caught myself a halfway decent lie here, and was playing for the downhill here with the 140-yard pitching wedge, knowing it was going to fly a very long way. I also tried to gouge it out of that lie and got this thing to fly all the way to the back of the green, and I faced about a 60-foot birdie putt here back up the hill to the front of the green.
Oh, you can take it out because it's going in. Go in, baby! Woo! Come on!
And sometimes the really, really long ones go in too. A birdie to bring us back to even par and up the hill to the 9th hole. Graphite Tower is going to be climbing the hill all the way back up to the green. 403 yards on the card. This might be the longest par 4 of 400 yards that I'm going to play all day long. Adjusted, it's easily going to be playing about 450. Got to snake it between those bunkers off the tee, and coming into the green, it's a 3-tiered green protected only on the right-hand side by that bunker. That bunker front left is going to be gobbling up any shots that don't get adjusted for the hill and any shots that's landing short. Now, I didn't quite come through on that tee shot and blocked it out to the right, and it was just in between the 9th and 10th fairways here on a severe slope. This is almost a baseball swing here with a pitching wedge. And just trying to get something closely down there, and ended up blocking it out to the right. It didn't quite come around as much as I expected it to, and had to play here from a soggy lie in the bunker.
Oh!
But you know what? It's just another comfy tap-in par. Hey, not a bad front 9 there. 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, a nice even par to start it off. If you're not a subscriber, please click that red button down below. It's free to do, and I'd love to see you here week after week for some more golf. If you like the video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well. We'll see you all again soon. Later.